Hi, it's Adam back from the Rubik's Cube, and today I have episode 0 of my Q&A. Alright, so you might be wondering where the 0 comes from, so let me explain. I haven't been answering questions at the end of my videos anymore, and that was because I'm launching this Q&A, of course. But I still have questions that I haven't answered from the end of my videos. So I decided to put together a pre-Q&A episode, I guess you can say, answering those questions and giving you guys the opportunity to ask me questions for the Q&A series down below in the comment section. So let's get on with it. The first question comes from KSNCubed, who asks, do I know full OLL and full PLL? So I know full PLL. However, full OLL, I know about 42, 43 OLLs. I stopped because I wanted to get sub 20 before I learned the rest of them. So as soon as I get sub 20, I'll just learn the 10, 15 that remain, and then I'll be good to go with full OLL. The next question comes from Lucas Forsberg, who asked, how long have I cubed? How many cubes do I have currently? And also, how did I feel when I first solved my cube, the first cube? So, starting off with the first cube stuff, I started cubing 3 years ago, and then I dropped it after a few months. So I would say I've speed cubed for about 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. So, yeah, not very long. As for when I first solved my cube, I don't really remember what I feel like, but I think I was just a little bit excited and a little bit relieved because I was stuck at one stage, I couldn't get past it, and I finally got past it. Of course, I learned from Dan Brown like most people, but yeah, it didn't take me very long, maybe a few days to solve my first cube using the tutorial, and I was just really happy and, of course, relieved that I finally got it. I currently have around 55 cubes, and counting puzzles, which are not cubes, I have maybe high 50s, around 60. I will be doing a cube collection soon, because I haven't done one in a few months. So, the next question comes from the Steel Falcon Miners, who asked, how long have I had my YouTube channel, and what did I do to help make it grow? So, I started my YouTube channel in, I believe, May of 2013, and it was originally a collaboration. So, it was around when I first started getting into speed cubing that I created the channel. I don't remember why I did. I just felt like posting videos with somebody, and that person eventually left the channel, and it eventually just became me. And I continued because I eventually dropped it, but then I picked it back up again and continued. And here I am today. So as for growing the channel, I remember my first sticker mod. I got an idea to make a sticker mod, and I decided to make it. And I wanted to share it with more people, but I didn't have a large enough audience to get it out there into the cubing community. So what I decided to do is when Crazy Bad Cuber had his fan mail thing, I wanted to send the cube to him. And so that is when I really took off. That's when I hit around 200, 300 subscribers, and then from there it just grew by making quality content. So to answer your question, I think it's really about making something unique that people want to see and getting it out there. And the hardest part is getting it out there, definitely, for sure. You just have to try a lot of different options until you can finally reach something where that makes something that you made more public. So it's about making up an original idea and making content that people want to see. And that's what helped me grow my channel. The next question comes from Tinky Cubed, who asked, what cubes can't I solve? So there are a few. First of all, I just want to set some parameters for this. It's not ones that I currently cannot solve. It's ones that I have not solved or put in the time to learn how to solve. So the first one here is a square one. I got a square one. I decided I would try to learn it, and it just never happened. I learned the first few layers, and then eventually I just got bored of it, and I've never picked it up since then. I might learn it eventually, but it's something that's in the back of my mind right now. So, yep, square one. Next is the gear ball. So I know how to solve the gear shift. That one's pretty easy. The gear ball is something that I have solved before using a tutorial, but I've never tried to learn the algorithms that's necessary for it. It's extremely easy. I can learn it in a day if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. So, yeah, so it's another cube that I haven't really got around to learning. Next is the app cube. I'm sure I could solve it if I wanted to, but why would I want to? And then, this is probably the hardest cube in my collection, TheRubiksCubed. I have never solved the TheRubiksCubed. I've mixed it before and it's solved right now, but I had to take it apart in order to solve it. I haven't solved it. I don't know how to solve it. I know how to swap centers now, but that was just because the creator had to upload a tutorial because I couldn't do it. And the outside area, not counting the centers, is solved like a 1x2x2, so that's really easy. It's always 3 moves away from being solved or less. But the centers is what I have difficulty with. And I'm not sure whether to solve the outside first, then the centers first, then the outside. It's a very difficult puzzle, and I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I've gotten very close before. In fact, I've gotten to where I just needed a center swap, but I mixed it up because I didn't know how to do the center swap. Then I eventually learned how to do center swap. So technically, I've gotten to the point where I could have solved it, but I haven't really solved it yet. And even if I would solve it, it would just be from pure luck, messing around with it and getting us to the solved state. There isn't really a method that I know for this. So at some point, I'm going to be making a video trying to tackle this. But for right now, it's just sitting on the shelf on display, and it's not been solved yet. Also, my 13x13 I haven't solved yet, but that is something that is just really time-consuming. Obviously, I know how to solve it. So Hayden's Gardner asked, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I believe that's correct though, what is my favorite non-WCA puzzle? So that would have to go to my sticker mods. I'm not really sure which one, whether it's the Stripe Cube or the Ninja Cube. I'll probably go with the Ninja Cube just because it's a little bit better quality than this one. This one's made out of Rubik's. This is a Sulong, works very well. What I enjoy about these is that it's solved very similar to a 3x3, however, it's kind of a new experience. And yeah, I will admit that there is some emotional attachment to them, I guess you could say, because I made them. But I would have to go with them as my number 1. As for number 2, I'm going to go with the Crazy Link, or the Crazy Fisher Cube. For very similar reasons, it's solved like a 3x3, however, it's a new experience. And shape mods would probably be my second favorite type of cube after sticker mods. And then following it would probably be WCA puzzles like 3x3. But yeah, so for third place, I'm going to go with the 13x13 just because it is a behemoth and it is amazing. But, But yeah, so following 13x13 would probably just be a list of a bunch of shape mods. And if I had more sticker mods, probably more sticker mods. And the final question today is from Noah Davis, who asked, will you be my bae? Yes. So, if you want your questions in my upcoming Q&A series, leave them right there in the comment section. I'm really looking forward to answering some questions for you guys. And that is about it. So as always, leave your suggestions, comments, all that stuff down in the comment section below. And like and share this video to be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.